Hello there, folks, and welcome once again. I'm at the Henhouse Studio here in Nashville. Steve Dawson here, and I'm going to give you another little pointer on Hawaiian guitar. There's a few questions this week, so let me answer those. Let's see, this first one here is, this person wonders, maybe it's a she, I don't know. Would you consider doing a whole lesson or lessons on navigating the fretboard in this tuning as it relates to vintage Hawaiian steel guitar? That's a huge topic. And I do try and do that in each little pointer. I try and give you a little bit of theoretical knowledge about why things work the way that they do, rather than just give you a bunch of licks or songs. To start, I'm not going to do that today because that just feels like a gigantic lesson, so I'd have to think about that. But a short version, get to know the fretboard really well, and the best way to do that is, I find, first of all, memorize a certain note, particularly the top 3 strings, is really where you want to focus your attention. So where's a G? 5th fret. Where's another G? 8th fret. Where's another G? 12th fret. They all sound different too, so it's good to know where the various versions of each note are. Where's an F? 3rd fret. Where's another F? 6th fret. Where's another F? 10th fret. Where is a C? Right here. 10th fret. Where's another C? 5th fret. Where's another C? 13th fret. So if you can kind of drill yourself and just go like G, A, B, C. I just kind of made that up on the spot, but you could definitely drill, finding all the notes and getting very comfortable where they are, particularly on the top 3 strings. So that's my pointer for that for the day. Okay, here's another question. Steve, do those Kleinsmith bars wear out? Are the Kleinsmith bars similar to the tribotone bars? Thanks. The Kleinsmith bars, well, I've had this for about 9 months. This is a Kleinsmith bar. I've talked about this before. It's white, some sort of space age hyper crazy material. The weight is awesome, and I love this thing. I love the way it feels. I love the weight. I like the size. I'm not endorsing them in any way other than telling you that they are awesome. Kleinsmith, check them out. Do they wear out? I don't know. I don't think so. I've had this for 9 months and I use it every day, and there's no sign of it wearing out. But I don't know, maybe after 10 years or something. But as far as I know, this is space age crazy material that is never going to wear out. And if it does, I'll buy another one. Okay, one more question here. This person says, what mic do you use when you play gigs with Volcano Brothers, and how do you position it? That's actually a really important question when it comes to playing gigs and also recording, because where you put a mic on this instrument has a drastic effect on the way that it sounds. If you put it, it's not like an acoustic guitar where all the volume comes out of one little hole, and when you're playing a live gig with an acoustic guitar, you kind of need to get that mic right up to the hole to get the volume that you need. But if you're recording an acoustic guitar, that would sound dreadful. So you don't want to do that. With a tricone in particular, all the volume doesn't come out of here. So you can put a mic right here and you get kind of a lower, a less defined sound. Most of the volume is coming out of here, but there's not a huge focused rush of air coming out. So you can put a mic over here. You're going to get more pick noise, but you're also going to get the cone. I like that, but if I'm recording it, I'm going to use my Kleinsmith bar here as a microphone. It is not actually a microphone. But if it was a microphone, and you could kind of position it, let's see, can you see that? Yeah, like a foot away from the instrument, kind of in between the grill and the cones, you're going to get a really nice balanced sound. When I'm playing a gig, I don't really care what kind of mic I use. Because these things are so loud and so barky, they translate really well to all kinds of mics. So a 57 is great. When we play with the Volcano Brothers, we don't use monitors, except in very specific situation where we have to. We don't plug anything in, and we don't use monitors. That allows us to play as if we're playing in a room together. There's no feedback issues because we're not using monitors, and they can get plenty of volume, and it's all good. So if you put a 57 here, a cheap mic, a dynamic mic, it's going to be great. One that I really do like, and I like hearing it back, is a Sennheiser 421, also not a terribly expensive mic. They go for about $300 or something. And then we also use the Ear Trumpet Labs condenser mics occasionally. Any of those mics I would be very happy with. So I hope that answers that question. Okay, so let's take a look at this tune. It's called Hilo March. It's very simple. You've got two chords, a D chord, and that's the key of the song, D. That's the 1 chord at the 7th fret, and you've got the 5 chord, A, at the 2nd fret. And it goes chord-wise. The chords go 2, 2, 3, switch to the 5 chord, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, that's it. And then the second half of it goes double the speed. So that's the whole song. So this will be sort of medium tempo, I suppose. Let me play you the melody first for the whole first part. That's what we're going to get through. There's 3 parts to this song. I'm only going to show you the first part because that's all we're going to have time for. But I don't know, maybe in the future I can show you other parts of this song. And it goes like this. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's usually done quite a bit faster than that, and I'll show you how to work that up. The first thing to wrap your head around is just this little arpeggio kind of thing that runs up the D chord. So you do 2 hits on the 3rd string, and then index on the 2nd string, middle on the 1st string. So you've got... Now your thumb is going to jump up onto the top string and play the D at the 12th fret. So now we've got this. Try that in time, like this. And try and get those nice and staccato, meaning short. So as soon as you play the note, take the slide off, and also I'm muting it with my finger as well, bringing my finger back down. Now, do the exact same thing at the A chord, and you're half the way there. So the A chord down at the 2nd fret, and do the exact same thing. And then the A note at the 7th fret, and choke that. Meaning, keep it short, staccato. Alright, so now try going D twice, A twice, and you get this. Nice and slow still. 3, 4. Oh. A. That's not exactly how you play it, but that's a good start to just give you the framework of the piece. So, alright, so there's our first lick. So it's really just a combination of the 12th fret and the open string. And it's actually really hard for me to slow this down, but I think it goes... Yeah, it's like 12, open, open, 12, open, open, 12, I think. So that's the D chord. 3, 4. 3, one more time. Going back from the 12th fret, you go back to the 7th fret and go back down. So that's our last note on the 12th fret, open, and then 1st string, 2nd string, 3rd string, all on the 7th fret. Alright, so here it is, really slowly. One more time. 2, 3, 4. Play that last note twice. That's it. Then you go to the A string. Now, instead of just going straight up the A chord like we did with the D chord, it actually goes 2nd fret of the 3rd string, open 2nd string, because you can, and why shouldn't you if you can? So the second string open, and then second fret top string, and then go up to the A at the 7th fret, and do the exact same pattern with the 7th fret and the open string. So we've got 2, 3, let's repeat that. 2, 3, 4. One more time. And end with that by going open string again, and then straight down the A chord, just like we did with the D chord. First string, second string, third string. Twice. Okay, so now we've got okay, so for the second half of this first bit of the song, we're back to the D chord, but instead of playing the D chord up at the 7th fret, we're going to do all D chord stuff using the open strings and some of the frets of the scale of the D chord, which go, let me just refresh your memory, and I'll tell you what a D scale is in the first kind of 9 frets of the top string. We're going to have the open string, that's the root note, then 2, that's the 2nd degree, then the 4th fret, that's the 3rd, then the 5th fret, that's the 4th, then the 7th fret, that's the 5th, then the 6th at the 9th fret. That's as far as we're going to go. So memorize that little pattern. That's a D scale in the G tuning. Okay, so this last part of the first chunk of the song utilizes that little run of notes. Okay, so that's our lick. So let me slow it down. We're sliding up to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string and then playing the open 1st string. So there's your first note. Then hit the 4th fret, and then we're going 7, 9, 7, but in between those two notes we're playing the open string a couple of times. Let me slow that down even more. So that's 7, 9, 7. Okay, and then the next chunk is the exact same move, except you're doing the 5th fret to the 7th fret instead of the 7th to the 9th. So it goes, oops, sorry. So that's 5, open, open, 7, open, open, and then back to 5 to the 4. So we've got cool, eh? Let's do that one more time. So fret-wise, it's only going, that's 7, 9, 7, 5, 7, 5, 4. It's simple in the left hand. You just have to really work on the timing of getting your right hand. So I'm alternating between my thumb and my index. And the very last lick, just hit the 7th fret, and then open, 4th again, just twice on the 7th fret, open, 5, twice, and then 5 to 4, 2, open, and play the D chord. That's the whole shooting match. Okay, whole thing nice and slow. 3, 4. let me do it kind of medium tempo. 2, 3, 4. All right, so let me play this whole section of Hilo March for you at more or less the speed that we would play this at live. And happy picking, and work on that right hand, and we'll see you next time. Subscribe down below. Thanks for watching. Hit me up with any questions you have, and we'll see you next time. 1, 2, 3, go!